What's up, everybody? Welcome into this edition of Weber Wednesdays on the From the 50 Podcast Network. My name's TJ Weber. Hello, how are you? This is Big Web.
Good evening.
What's up, Big Web? How we doing?
I'm doing good. Doing good. I'm on fire.
You're on fire. You've been hitting some bets lately, have you?
I have. The college playoffs are doing well for me so far.
Nice. What'd you hit? Tell the audience. What do you got?
Monday now, we got... We did well on Michigan, and I mean that was nip and tuck though.
Hell of a game, yeah.
But they ended up covering and staying under, and it was like, if you know how overtime goes. If they were going to go back and forth overtime, I was going to be toast on the over.
Sure.
And with them holding Alabama on that last, what kind of a play call was that? Straight up the middle.
You're giving your best player the football. I get it, but I don't know about a QB sneak on to win the national or to go to the national championship. Kind of wild.
Go wide with them or something. But anyway, thank God he goes straight up the middle. Me and Portnoy celebrate, and then the evening game. You know, I'm telling you what, that Washington's got some players, man. They got receivers that are going to play on Sundays.
Yeah, they were kind of talked about as being the odd man out. I feel like that Texas was going to kind of roll. It was going to be, Texas against Michigan most likely, and honestly, Washington looks good. I mean, Michael Penix, tip of the cap to him. He's a stud. I mean, he plays pretty good. Oregon was highly favored against them in the Pac-12, or now formerly the Pac-12.
Yep.
They were favored by like 9.5, and they lost outright. So I mean, they beat Oregon twice. Oregon was a hell of a team, so it says something about Washington.
They're talented. They're getting 5.5 in the championship game Monday night against Michigan, and plus like 156. I'm not taking money line. I think I'm going to take a money line.
But won't do it. You're going to take money line?
Good weekend last week. Actually, if you parlay them with the Baltimore Ravens that are plus 300 to win the Super Bowl, you can get yourself a nice little payoff.
How much is it? Do you know exactly?
I put it together. I think I took a picture. Let me check.
Well, check it out. While you're doing that, you guys can go to fromthe50.com. It's from the 50.com. You can jump in on the conversation with Big Web and myself. And this is what I'm trying to get started. So we're actually starting to do more football content in the offseason. Kind of funny how this works. So I've kind of announced it before on the Sunday show. I haven't really talked to my audience on Weber Bets in a while. It's been a month since I posted a video, but I've decided, after taking a break and trying to decide what I want to do with my content, Big Weber focusing on football and sports betting. That's what we're going to do.
Oh, my God. That's the heart of it all, baby.
It's the greatest. So casino stuff has been fun. I've been saying it for a long time, not really on air, but I'm not in this for likes. I'm not in this for follows. I'd love to do this full-time one day. And I think the best avenue for me and the most fun I have is doing this show with you, with doing the show with Zook, Nick, everybody. And I think we should grow the football brand, but also keep Weber Bets going with the funny content, the funny videos, all the skits, all the cool shit you like. Sports betting related, not really casino related. That's what we're going to do. So
I like it. I think that's the niche.
I think it's,
Is it niche or niche?
I think it's niche.
Oh, niche. I was wrong on both.
I've heard both, though. Yes. But I think it's niche.
We came up with the numbers, TJ.
What do you got?
Washington, plus 154. Baltimore Ravens win the Super Bowl, plus 300. To put them together, plus 916.
Not bad.
So like $93 can get you a G.
So Washington's going to be what? Do they have the numbers out yet on that game in the Natties? I'm going to guess
5.5.
They're plus 5.5.
Plus 5.
So they're plus what? 255?
154.
I'm not even close. 154. All right.
I like the action though.
I know you like that. All the theatrics. It was great.
Perfect.
All right. So this is Weber Wednesday. It's week 18 of the NFL. Always a sad week, but it's exciting now that the Lions are in the playoffs. Very exciting.
Love it.
We went off. Thank you. We went off about how it could have been better, but I'm going to stop where I am there. Today I want to bitch about the Philadelphia Eagles basically stealing $300 from me. Unless a miracle happens and the Washington Commanders can beat the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday. Big Web, your thoughts? Because, yes, Brad Allen's call not only screwed the Lions, but then also screwed me a second time by it's the Eagles' fault. But if the Cowboys lose, the Eagles still kind of run the division. If they win, they're in. Now they got to win, and the Cowboys have to lose their game to win the NFC East. Now, I will say Eagles are in. I misspoke. But they might not be division champs. We'll see. I don't know.
Right. So they've had 4 weeks to clinch the division.
Yeah.
Come on, Eagles. I can't believe this. And so I had this big divisional parlay with the Eagles in Jacksonville. Hey, Tony, did you see this coming? I saw this coming.
See, that's why you took Dallas. It was a smart play. It was a smart play.
I made a backup bet in early December.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy about it. I took Dallas to win that division. And it's down to just them.
That's great to hear.
Them winning. I don't know.
It is.
It's up to them to just win now for a good number.
Right.
And then also, I've got them, if it's a little bit of a miracle happens, and I don't think it's that crazy of a miracle.
Okay.
So you got New Orleans.
Uh-huh.
They have to win that division. So what that takes, the other two teams are playing each other.
It's basically they have to win and Bucks have to lose. They need the same thing the Eagles do. Bucks need to lose. They need to win. Period.
Exactly. No,
Yep.
So that would help me. And then I also need Houston.
All right.
Houston's playing Indy. Jacksonville's playing somebody.
Let's see. Let's look over the board now. Jacksonville's playing the Tennessee Titans in Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Home of Broadway.
And I think Will Levis is injured still, I hope.
I believe
And Trey.
Tannehill will start,
Good.
from what I've heard, but I think Levis got pretty banged up last week, yes.
Yeah. So there's I got a couple scenarios like that on some backup bets, but my Eagles, Jacksonville, I'm not really,
It's
planning on
not.
that.
It's not over. The AFC South, the Texans, like you said, are. It's going to be interesting to see what happens Sunday. I tried to see if I could hedge anything. Like if there's a way I could hedge. I really can't. I mean, my massive parlay, the one that pays $8 to pay $2,300. I feel like I mention it every show now. Actually, is still alive, but I need a shit ton. I need the Saints to win, the Bucks to lose, the Eagles to win, the Cowboys to lose. I need the Bills to win. I got a lot of shit going on. But, Big Web, they always said, all you need is a chip in a chair. You just need a fucking shot. But I was trying to see if I could parlay something to somehow maybe cover myself. I think there's too many avenues. I think I'm just stuck where I am.
Yep. I started Sunday night trying to make that magic work on a couple of mine. Let me do a little reading for you.
Okay.
So I got one. Detroit, they already won. Chiefs, they already won. Ravens already won. Houston.
Yeah, that's the Texans.
Saints, Cowboys. Houston, Saints, Cowboys.
Houston, Saints, Cowboys can happen. You still need some magic a little bit of magic.
39 pays 5,115.
Oh, okay. Just those three?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Here's another one.
Okay.
Detroit Lions won.
Yeah.
Kansas City won. Ravens won. Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, that's.
And they're highly favored to win the division.
Yeah, I understand what they are.
They just have to win the game.
I understand.
492 pays 3,001.
Okay, just the Cowboys.
Just Cowboys.
I feel bad to root against you, but
I know, but that's my consolation prize.
So you still got Philly. If Philly does pull it off and the Cowboys lose, you're still happy, right?
Oh my God.
Okay, good. So we're still on the same team, kind of. This is good.
Ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
This is the one I've had all year.
Okay.
89 pays 5,023.
Nice.
Chiefs already won. Niners already won. Baltimore Ravens already won. Detroit Lions already won.
Yep.
I need Jacksonville.
Okay.
I need the Eagles.
Yeah. Yeah, you and me are in the same boat.
On that
in
one.
the same boat on that one. Yeah. So I hate to be this guy, but for the audience's sake, I think everybody wants to know, can you lose all of them? I'm serious. Like, can you, is there anything, like, are you guaranteed a payout? Because I want to root for you, and you're happy no matter what. But is there any way there's a goose egg?
No.
Good. Really?
Yeah, and here's why.
Okay.
I made a bet a long time ago. August 25th at 4:10 p.m.
Wow,
actually.
nice.
I took Niners, Lions, they're already in. And I took the Eagles with them.
Good. So that means Eagles or Cowboys, you cash
Single.
something
I got
good.
a single Eagles and I got a single Cowboys.
So are you profitable, though, is the
Yes,
question.
this covers every dime right here.
Let's fucking go. That's big. That's big.
Yeah,
Let's
so
go.
I'm playing with house money here.
Gotta love it.
And I'm rooting for some longies.
Nice.
Can you say longies on here?
You just did. It means long shots.
Anyway, we can. So the high is like 8. The low is 1.
Yeah.
We're there.
It's there. You got an opportunity. I like this. See, I feel like we were going to be at each other's throats this Sunday. You know, usually we are. We're always against each other somehow.
Yep.
And when we are, you know, it's probably not a great thing because we usually lose when we bet together. But this way, if the Eagles do pull off the miracle, and the miracle is having the Cowboys lose to the Commanders, which Sam Howell is starting this week, I do like that better. I just feel like he just chucks the ball. Most of the time he sucks. Sometimes he can throw for 350. So, if you need an upset, you got to score a lot of points against Dallas. I'll see what they can do. But I think if they can pull it off, Eagles are going to destroy the Giants. So if you like a good bet overall, what are the Eagles this week? I don't even have the spreads up.
It's only like
10.5, 9.5?
No. It's a lot lower than that.
Are you serious?
I think so. Let me just check it out here for you.
See what you got. John says Jags always seem to lose this last game.
Well, they're not usually in it, John.
Well, that's a good point. It's going to be fun because if I'm talking as a football fan, I think the most exciting team out of the AFC South is the Houston Texans, Big Web, with C.J. Stroud and company. Even with Tank Dell hurt, I think they can make some magic happen in the playoffs. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Jacksonville, if they is Trevor playing this week?
5 points, Philly -5.
That's it. Wow.
Trevor.
Hammer it.
I don't know if he's playing. I haven't heard.
He's been hurt. Last week he was hurt. C.J. Beathard was the backup. So,
Beathard, yeah.
See what happens there.
Yeah.
Your thoughts are welcome here from the50.com, from the50.com. I think TikTok hates us today. We got 2 viewers. Usually we had...
Hello, both of you.
We had 650 on Sunday. This is the game. I mean, this is what happens when you don't do Weber Wednesdays for 5 weeks. And guess what? It's not Big Web's fault. It's on me. So that's why we haven't had new videos out. Everybody knows we're on Sundays, but people keep forgetting we're here on Wednesdays. We're back.
We're here.
And so here we are. Hello.
We're here.
3 viewers now, Big Web. Look at that.
Hello,
already.
Hello, everybody.
Unbelievable.
Trifecta.
This is
hey,
great.
So one of the things that happens on these weekend Saturday, Sunday things, you got a team playing Saturday
Yes.
in the Houston Texans. So I can look at that. If they win, keeps me alive for some action on Sunday at noon, which I need. If not, I root the other way. You know what I mean? So, and by the time 3 o'clock comes, and Philly and Dallas are playing at the same time, I wish they weren't.
Yeah,
I wish
agree.
one of them was playing noon, and I could root for a loss and then a win. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So, but now I got to watch, probably 2 TVs. Probably sports bar-esque, probably. And, And I'm getting offers on these. I have offers.
Yeah, you get the cash outs. Now, are you going to ride? Are you going to take any cash outs? I mean,
I already had some fat cash outs on a couple of these.
But you're not doing anything since you have a win. You're not going to. I don't know. It is tempting when you see them. It's like you're probably going to have them up 2,500 or something. Like it's pretty damn good.
That's what it was yesterday.
Pretty damn good
On that Dallas one.
Yeah.
They wanted to give me that money already.
It's if you think they could do some crazy shit and lose to the Commanders, then can you imagine taking that cash out? See, here's where you win, but now you could also lose. If you cash out, now that's a lot of money still. You cash out and the Eagles do what they do, and the Cowboys lose. Now you get both, and you get the cash out from the one you were going to get 0 on.
Yeah.
But you're taking a risk. But that's the risk you take. It is a gamble, but you could cash both.
Well, I think I want to see. I'm going to be like hovering on the state line, like on Saturday. If Houston starts to take the lead, I see what it does.
Drive across the river, go get a coffee, come back, go back. Yeah,
I might just sit on the bridge and figure out, what should I do?
Inch a little closer.
Should I stay or should I go now?
Oh yeah, it might be a smart idea. That's what's going to happen. I think. Hopefully, with me, the dream scenario. I have a long way to go with this. But the big $2,300 parlay, it is kind of fun to say it's still alive in Week 18. I mean,
it's a blast.
It's the greatest. It's a far shot now because of the Bills. Well, the Bills actually have a good shot because of the Eagles and because of Jacksonville. But if I get the miracle Sunday Night Football for all of it, Dolphins and Bills, I gotta hedge. I gotta hedge something, maybe $500 or something.
Yeah.
But that'd be fun, wouldn't it? You get all the way to Sunday Night Football. I mean, that would be.
We had
a
hedge.
best.
We had a hedge last weekend. We drove over and put it down, and what a drive that was.
Yeah,
because you knew you were going to win something.
It's fun. It is a good time, and especially on an $8 bet, I gotta put something significant on it. You know what I mean? It's awesome. So I gotta love it. So hopefully I get a shot at that.
Fun stuff, and ladies and gentlemen of the audience, Tell you what, next year, August, give it a good study and give yourself some divisionals. You don't have to get into the conference and the the championship, like the Super Bowl bets.
Right.
Keep it divisions where you can kind of get a read on 4 teams,
Sure.
and see who you think's going to get there. And it's just flat out fun. Are you wrong sometimes? Yes. But, some of them, like right now, we're still alive on a lot of them, and we're going to make money this year on this thing.
Yeah, it's fun.
So it's beautiful.
It's fun to know that you got a good shot to cash. You are going to cash something, which is awesome. I was looking great. I had a nice cash out for $240, and I looked at my wife and I said, "Would you like me to cash this out?" She goes, "No, let it ride. You got this."
Good for her.
Yeah, but we're going to lose.
We're gonna lose.
Should have taken the 240, but it's the way it works. So hopefully I get lucky, be the biggest Eagles fan and the biggest Commanders fan this weekend. So we'll see. But yeah, man, this is the first time I've done this, actually, I think, in my betting career. Like do a futures parlay like this in the NFL.
It's really the only first time I have either.
It's
really.
the best. It's so much fun. And, you come off weeks where you lose parlay after parlay. You get to the last 3 or 4 weeks of the season, you're like, oh, shit, I got all these division winner parlays. I'm just going to chill, sit back, and just root for these. This is great. You know what I mean? So
The other thing is, how would you like to be an Eagles fan just waiting 4 weeks in a row to clinch? Mm-hmm. Dude, I mean, how upsetting
brutal.
would that be? We got anybody from Philly on the line here?
we have a Cowboys fan, actually. Said, coming from a Cowboys fan, they will not lose to Washington. Winning the division is so important. That's from John. Now, that makes me think they will lose, which, keep it up, John. Cowboys fans get too cocky, and they always get screwed over. It's the greatest thing in football. If I had to put a percentage on the Eagles winning and the Cowboys losing, what do you think it would be? I want to say 28%. That
What?
low. That both happen.
Not even close. I think it's 5.
5%?
Yeah.
5?
Yeah. I mean, the Cowboys should be a lock to beat Washington. Unless somebody in the Washington organization is totally pissed at Jerry Jones, which I could see happening. I don't see a whole lot there. What do you got?
Let's write it down.
5%.
Big Web says. Eagles
win.
Cowboys lose.
You know the division odds right now, don't you?
I understand what they are.
They're terrible.
I asked what you thought. 5% is a laughing stock of an answer.
They're a 13-point
TJ
favorite.
says, I thought 28%. I thought you were going to say, how low is that? I mean, you got the Philadelphia Eagles, who have screwed themselves in this division winner parlay, but also the choke artist Cowboys going against the Commanders, who have nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. Is it impossible? No.
Are they going to go for it on
5%.
fourth down, throw the bomb on every play?
It's going to be tough. It's not 5%. 5% is a slap in the face. The Cowboys are still. Do you know who coaches that team? He took a. He was passing the ball like a Madden manager on second down when he could have given the Lions. He basically gave the Lions the win. Needed the refs to help him out. It's unbelievable. Let me write this down. Big Web, 5%. Okay, that'll be a nice little tidbit.
You don't even write down what that's
Wednesdays.
for. That could be the beer I'm drinking.
I said
5%
Eagles
beer.
win, Cowboys lose, right there.
Oh, okay.
Big Web, 5% chance.
I think I'm all right.
Love that answer. We'll see what happens. I did some division parlays. I had the Broncos on all of them. Yeah, that's brutal. I mean,
Well, with that coaching staff,
yeah.
Not a bad pick preseason.
You got to get odds, too. I mean, the Chiefs were the obvious favorite, but you got to take a chance, and you thought Sean Payton would do more, and he did enough. I mean, they started out 1-5, and were still in the playoff conversation, last week? It's
Hey,
pretty good.
I fell into that trap, too. I took Aaron Rodgers in a couple of these things.
Yeah.
And if he would have played, who knows?
Who knows what would have happened.
But I do have to put egg on my face. I did take the Carolina Panthers in one also. Because that's such a shit division.
Turned out pretty good for you.
Oh, wonderful.
That was the $4. That was the viral video, the 4 million views one. You're gonna get. I haven't read the comments in a while. Let's pull those up. Let's see what we can find here, Big Web. Let's see what we can find. I remember you did have the Cowboys in there, I believe, which I laughed at the start. Let's see what Big Web's.
You were going.
Big Web's viral video. Let's take a look here. I gotta wait till the end of the video so we can see the end here. But I think it was probably, I don't know, but Jets, Panthers, I remember, maybe one other team. So you did pretty good. You got the majority correct.
Oh, yeah.
But
no, it did well. It just 2 dingers, I think.
Yeah, Panthers was the tough one, though. Here we go. $4 pays $10,000.
$4 pays $10,000.
I mean, that just tells you right there. Let's see what we got here. Lions, Niners, bing, bing. Jets, Jags, possibly. Chiefs, yes. Browns, actually.
Possibly.
Still? No.
They're done now.
They're done
Finally
now. They're
done.
done now. Cowboys, Panthers. So I laughed about the Browns. They had a shot.
Yes.
Hot take, better team with Joe Flacco than Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco might take them to the Super Bowl. Panthers and Jets were your two. I mean, really, Browns had a
everybody
chance.
else is playing football.
Cowboys
Yeah.
probably will, and then Jags might as well. So that's not bad. I mean, for winning $10,000 on $4, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's read the comments. Let's see. Oh, these are all old. I want to see if there's any new ones. Let's see. Not the Panthers, but the rest I honestly don't hate. That's some mass off. Yeah, it's not a bad answer. I mean, he wasn't far off.
Good by $4.
People are promoting their sports pages. Go figure. Browns and Dallas is insane. That's from Prize Picks Princess. Well, there you go. I mean, Big Web wasn't far off. Not far off on those two. I want to see someone, if they got after you for the Panthers. I'm not seeing it, though. I'm not seeing it.
Donation. This guy sucks at picks.
$4 down the drain. This pays so much because it's impossible to hit.
That's a Wendy's meal you'll never see.
Carolina laughed my ass off. Lost his parlay 4 plays into the season. Carolina killed you. Panthers ain't ever winning. Laughed my ass off. I mean, so you get the deal. But you can't laugh too much.
Haters
it's pretty
hate.
good.
Yeah.
You got to have haters. If you don't have haters, no one's paying attention, you know?
It's fun, man. It's fun doing all this stuff, and I enjoy it. I enjoy it, and ladies and gentlemen, get yourself out there next August and get yourself a divisional bet. You can watch them all year. It's very entertaining every week.
I think it'd be fun, too. We talked about this kind of in the off season. I think we could bring it to fruition next year. I got to figure out how we can do it. But I think a Survivor pool with the fans from the 50 would be electric.
I like that.
Can you imagine having, getting down to your final 4 or 5 people and you bring them on the show live to, give their picks? You know what I mean? Or I guess you could do it to make it fair. Pre-record the video so that the other people can't, go from what they're doing. That'd be a blast, I think.
Yeah, and put a board up so that everybody's name's up there and what they're picking.
Hell yeah.
I like it.
I think it'd be awesome. So something like that. I mean, we're still trying to think of other ways to get the audience involved. It's so much fun to see all the interaction we get on Sundays, but I want to, for sure, just keep adding more audience interaction every single season. It's just so damn fun. It really is. It makes the show. That's
for
what we
everybody.
do.
For us, for the audience, everybody.
Yeah. Bayman says, I won a Survivor pool in week 15. That's awesome.
That's great to hear.
Nice job,
It
Bay.
is great. Congratulations to Bay.
Does that mean he's from Frisco, Bay Man?
I'm going to guess so. Or he meant to put Batman and he put the Y. The Y misspelled or something. I don't know what happened there. Bryson says, do you think the Steelers' offense is good now? Big Web, your thoughts on the Steelers' offense?
No, they were never good, and they're not good now.
All right. Yeah, I honestly think Mason Rudolph might have a shot at the old starting job next
It's
year.
about
Hot
time.
take.
He's been in the league for 65 years.
Yeah. Not quite, but, he's 28. I honestly do think they give him a shot, though. He looked pretty good in the last couple games, and Pickett is overrated. I mean, he's so young. He's only in his second year, but, the Steelers
He's not
are so
blowing
weird.
my skirt up on what he does.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, when Rudolph carries that clipboard for so many years, you get the strength there.
You start getting them biceps
Oh,
going?
my God, it's fantastic for
Yeah.
you.
All right. Your thoughts are welcome here from the50.com. From the 50.com, you guys can hit the call button and you jump into the conversation with Big Web and myself live on the show. It's very simple to do. We are starting, I say we, I mean me, with hopefully Big Web as a special guest here and there. Football Fan Line presented by From the 50 starting, I haven't decided yet. Probably at the end of the season. That's usually when I think of good ideas, when the season's over. The plan is to do a weekly show called Football Fan Line all throughout the season, 365, every single week of the year to talk football. When it gets a little slow, when there's no draft, when there's obviously no training camps, things like that, probably around, I don't know, early March, something like that, even late February, right after Super Bowl. We're probably going to have more of NFL trivia, kind of what ifs, big scenarios, what's your dream scenario for your team, talk shit about the other fan bases, stadiums.
You got Buffalo's building a new stadium. You can get into that kind of stuff. You
All
can get
kinds
into
of fun
teams
stuff.
what's the drama of a team possibly moving, as we know, in St. Louis.
For sure. We could talk about, bets for next year, like predictions on free agency, all kinds of shit. But the thing is, what I want to do differently, because a lot of people say this, but I enjoy this the most, and my favorite part is BSing with people. When I get on here and do the show by myself, it's fun. I love it. But I love it more when I can bounce off you. I love it more when I can bounce off Zook, Nick, but especially the audience. When the audience calls in, it's the greatest.
It's awesome.
So it's going to take time. It's going to take a lot of effort to keep promoting the call-in show because I want callers like crazy, like the whole show. It's going to take time to do that, but that's what we're going to do. It's going to be called Football Fan Line. It's going to be awesome. All calls all the time. And I mean, like I told Big Web in the pre-show meeting that we always have, I said, you could have Daryl from Detroit. You could have Larry from Louisville. Louisville, that makes sense. You know what I mean? You can have Larry from L.A. You can have whatever. People calling in and bitching about their team. It could be really fun. So we'll see.
Maybe the Spring Football League will gain some traction.
I don't give a fuck about that. Who cares? We have a team. Cacaw Battlehawks, baby. Other than that, who cares?
Right. No, I'm not that. Hey, let's see it. Let's let it blossom. Let's see it happen. Keep watering it. Maybe it'll grow.
Yeah. They're combining the XFL and the USFL. Did you know that?
Yes, they are. I heard that. And then, I think they're kind of saying that they've had some guys, A.J. McCarron, feeder league to the NFL.
I think that's a good way they should do it because otherwise it kind of sucks. It's the Battlehawks games were fun. You go, you get drunk, and you cheer on. You say cacaw, and you can wear bird shit.
St. Louis is a big draw.
It is.
We are football fans in this town. I don't care who says differently. We are, and we earn it. We go down there, we buy the tickets, and we show up.
Not that this matters because Kroenke doesn't give a shit anymore, and neither does the NFL. But I think it's so funny being like the host of an NFL show and the quote-unquote face of an NFL brand. But it's funny because the St. Louis side in me hates the NFL in a way. I love the product so much. It's my favorite sport, my favorite league. But I'm like, fuck you guys. Like, you took the Rams, you stole them. And it's kind of nice in a way. I know nobody cares in the NFL executive offices. But the Battlehawks and the fact that St. Louis is really getting behind them says, hey, we're a football city no matter what Kroenke says.
That's right.
We don't give a shit. We love our Cardinals. We love our Blues, but we're a football city still. Big Web, we're going to talk about this like at least 100 more times in our lifetime on the show, but what would your percentage be that St. Louis gets a football team once again? NFL team.
I hope it happens for you. I don't think it's going to happen in my lifetime.
I would say, do you think it happens in my lifetime?
I hope so.
I don't think so.
Well, things happen. I mean, different ownership groups get going and teams. Look at that freaking Chargers, man. Yeah. Nobody goes and sees them. It's all opponents, fans in the stands. Mm-hmm. Come on over here, Chargers. We'll take care of you, baby.
Bring the Chargers home. I think it'd be fun.
We got a lot of money in this town. Let's go.
St. Louis Chargers kind of rolls off the tongue a little bit, too.
It does. It does.
But I will say, I mean, Big Web, I'm locked in. I'm a Lions fan for life. I mean, it's
it's a beautiful thing.
It's a great thing.
You made the move before the move was supposed to be made. Mm-hmm. What was it? I was country before country wasn't cool or something like that.
What is that? I like that.
It's a country song.
The Garth Brooks or something?
Yeah.
Is it?
When country wasn't cool, yeah. Oh. When you were the Lions when the Lions weren't cool. They were shit.
They were pretty good when I was a fan. Like, they weren't great. Like, they weren't the team they are now, but they had Calvin, they had Stafford. But you're right, the history was shit, and they have been brutal since then. So I've been through some up and down seasons, but I always say it. They say, how'd you become a Lions fan from St. Louis? Calvin Johnson. I was a wide receiver in high school. Megatron was my favorite NFL player by far.
Catching the ball with one hand.
Oh, he was sick. He would catch passes, triple coverage. He would just destroy people. Mm-hmm. And Matt Stafford, his quarterback, it was my second favorite player. I'm like, okay, I think I'm a Lions fan now.
That could be the combo, yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, I'm locked in. It was really funny because when the whole thing happened with the St. Louis move, with the Rams leaving to go to L.A., and then the St. Louis won the lawsuit all these years later, there was a rumor, which never was true, that part of the lawsuit that the NFL would possibly give St. Louis a new team, an expansion team, which was all bullshit. It was just us being our last shot at a team, basically.
Yeah, they wanted a big discount on the money. Oh, we'll give you a team.
We'll give you a team. Just, whatever. Didn't work out, obviously, but I had the conversation with my audience. This is 2-3 years ago, whenever it happened, and I said, what do I do? I mean, it's my hometown team, like a new hometown team, but the Lions, who I've been following for a while, I think I got to stay with I am going to stay with my Lions, you know?
Yeah.
So,
no, you can't.
it's all hypothetical. There's no fucking team here.
In this team, we got deserted twice, you know, and
Right.
for no reason, I don't think. I mean, we supported, damn it. We supported.
We supported.
These people don't want to hear about that, though.
We supported the draft picks of Ty Hill and you know, Jimmy
Clyde
Kennedy
Duncan.
and Clyde Duncan. And
I swear to God, dude, here was a guy. Here was what's his name? Kuiper. He's going. And the St. Louis Cardinals on the number 2 pick of the year go with Clyde Duncan. And
he was a kicker, wasn't he?
A kicker, and he goes Clyde Duncan. He's flipping it. The guy was supposed to go like 72nd.
This is bullshit.
It's
This
true.
is bullshit.
It is true. He picked him second.
Clyde
in that
Duncan.
thing. Unbelievable.
I never thought we'd bring up Clyde Duncan on this show. This is fantastic.
I think Clyde was a wide receiver. We did have Steve Little was a kicker. We took number 1 from Oklahoma.
Number 1 overall?
Number 1 overall, a kicker.
What the fuck?
And then he
What
got
was that?
drunk and crashed into the Dorset sign.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry, I don't mean to tell your story, Steve, but yeah.
Yeah, I hate to see it. Well, kicker number 1. That was actually a thing. I never knew that was ever possible.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
it was rough.
Thoughts are welcome on kickers being drafted. I almost said a number. From the50.com, from the50.com, hit the call button. You guys can jump into the conversation. John says it's really awesome to see the Lions win the division. Yeah, man, it's great. It was a long time coming. I mean, Campbell's the guy. You know, it's fun to see Jerry Goff really too just take a step, man. I mean, when he came from L.A., like I said, I shit on him. Stafford's my guy, and he's proven me wrong. He's going to get a long-term extension here after this year, most likely.
I think he deserves it.
He does deserve it, yeah.
Happen.
He's had some really bad games, but he's had a lot of good games. So, you know, the good outweighs the bad, but the bad have been pretty rough. I mean, he's thrown really bad interceptions, making some mistakes, but I will say, couple of the games, the offensive line has been dog shit. So, you know, with the injuries and everything on the line this year for a lot of the season, that can happen. Goff still has put up some good numbers, so I agree. You guys can get involved here on TikTok at From the 50. This is so weird. I'm not used to not having comments. TikTok hates us today. I don't know what we did, Big Web. Did you say something? Did you call me?
I did.
Did you call me an asshole or something on the air?
I did. I told everybody, do not ask a question.
Okay.
Sorry, I apologize.
I think we
for
smell or something. I don't know what's going on, but they're not in the chat. So I don't know. You got any other topics? 'Cause usually I'm used to reading the chat.
I got a real big bet this week.
All right.
It's week 18, man.
You have a big bet, not counting the division parlays.
Right.
Okay, let's hear it.
So we won one time, TJ. No matter what you say, we got the second week.
What are you coming after me for?
Oh, I'm sorry. You usually jump my ass at this point.
No, we won one time, but there's no video evidence. So that's the only thing I'll say.
That's the videographer's fault.
It was not the videographer's fault. I was having a child. Sorry, a little busy.
Well, wait a minute. That's my granddaughter there.
Yeah, little busy.
All right. 101 pays 803.99.
All right.
Houston Texans -1. Playing the Colts.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Jags money line playing the Titans.
Mm-hmm.
Saints money line.
Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sneaky game, but yeah.
Buffalo Bills money line against the Dolphins.
I like that. It's bold, but I like it.
Dallas Cowboys money line against the Commanders.
Nah, but yeah, it's gonna happen.
101 pays 803.
It's not bad.
It's not terrible. What's my risk in there, man? What's my risk?
To me, your risk is Jacksonville a little bit, especially
5-point favorite right now.
If Trevor doesn't play. The defense played great last week, but they played the Panthers, so that doesn't really count. It's basically a college team. I think the Saints could give you some worries. Again, these are all teams I'm rooting for besides the Cowboys. Mm-hmm. But the team, who's the Texans playing again?
Texans are playing the Colts.
Could also be a hairy one. I don't see that hitting because there's three close ones to me: Saints, Falcons, Jacksonville, and Tennessee, and Houston and the Texans. How you doing? Houston and the Colts all could be close. So one of those probably won't go your way. That's my opinion.
Well, I agree, but we got to get aggressive late here, and that's what we're doing. So,
what do you think about my parlay? If I parlay all the teams so I can do one of two things. Can either parlay and double down all the teams I need to win my division parlay, my big one, the $2,300 one. $10 pays 1,000. That's where you're at on it. So the odds are nuts.
That shows you where your odds are.
Oh, it's fucking great. So I could either do that for some fun, for some extra fun, or I could try to take a few key teams and then change it up with the other teams in case I lose. So, like, for instance, I need Jacksonville, let's see, the Eagles. I need Washington, which is going to be tough. And I need the Panthers to beat the Bucks. I got some tough ones here. So what if I did something like key in on Jacksonville, key in on the Eagles, and then take the Bucks and take the other team, the Cowboys? And then I think there's another one. But anyway, that's kind of where I'm at.
Not. I mean, to win this week, to win this game.
This game, correct?
Yeah. I get that.
But also Saints and Falcons. I need the Saints to win the division. So I could kind of key in on one or two of them and stay with those two teams, saying like Eagles are a lock, 100% going to win. Jacksonville's a lock, 100% going to win. That's not where my parlay gets screwed. My parlay gets screwed with Falcons beating the Saints, with Cowboys beating the Commanders, and with the Panthers beating the Bucks, or the Bucks beating the Panthers. So I could kind of mix and match a couple of those and see if I can make a little something. We'll see.
Yeah. No, I like that. And the key is you're doing what I'm doing. You're playing teams that have to win.
Right.
There's a number of games on the board that don't mean shit to anybody.
Right.
So who cares? Who cares bowl? You want to stay out of that.
Who
What you're doing. Like exactly like that.
Right. Yeah, that's where it could get fun. But anyway, I'm probably going to parlay just to see what happens in Week 18 and get ready for the playoffs. I think if I had to bet right now, my Super Bowl matchup, my honest opinion, not my fandom, this is tough. I really think Philly's going to come back in the playoffs.
Wow.
I don't think they're going to make it. That's not my answer, though. Sorry, I kind of threw you a little curveball there. Adam Wainwright, there you go, right at the knees. I would probably have to say the Niners as I don't know. I think they're beatable, but I think they're the best team. As far as AFC goes, I'm not going to say the Ravens. I think
Even what they did the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, because they haven't done it in the playoffs. Same thing as the Cowboys. Cowboys can do whatever they want this weekend, win the division. I don't give a shit. They're going to lose at some point. Probably in the first two weeks of the playoffs. They do it every single year. And by the way, they're one-dimensional on offense. CeeDee Lamb, if you can't stop CeeDee Lamb, they're going to win any game they want to. If you have a guy shutting down CeeDee Lamb, they're done. That's it. They're absolutely done. Their defense is good, but they've shown signs of being a little weary here and there. I don't know. I don't like the Cowboys.
I truly think these favorites are going to roll. I think Baltimore's going to roll, and I think Frisco's going to roll. You
don't think the Chiefs even? I know they've been bad, but the Chiefs in the playoffs with all the
I'm excited. I'm excited for Detroit, and I hope we have a watch party for every Detroit game because I'm going to love that.
Yeah,
and I'm going to be rooting hard for Detroit and Cleveland.
Your Browns are in it too, yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I'm just. If you're sitting there going to put money down pre-postseason and try to see who's going to go deep, you got to go with those favorites right now. Baltimore's playing too good a football and beating too good a quality team.
Yeah, but you know how it works. It doesn't always work that way. It's about guys that can win the big game. Like the regular season's great, and trust me, they're fucking good. Don't get me wrong. They beat the shit out of some good teams. But it's a different level. It's a new season. And I'm not saying they can't make it. I'm saying it's going to be tough. I think the Bills are also a team that's red hot right now. If they beat Miami, they can make a run.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying, I mean, if they beat Miami, and Miami's another good team. I mean, the AFC's stacked. There's still a lot of teams that can sneak up on them. The Ravens are good.
Defense wins championships. Don't forget about that. Defense wins champions. And Baltimore's stacked on defense, and so is Frisco.
Who won last season or last year? Let me remember. Super Bowl. Who won?
Cincinnati or
no, it was Patty Mahomes.
Ready to beat
not a great
in the AFC.
Not a great defense. What about the year before
that? Probably Patty Mahomes again.
Who was it the year before? The Rams. Matt Stafford. Decent defense, not great. The year before that was Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Pretty good offense. Tom Brady, greatest quarterback of all time. They did have a good defense. I'll give you that. And the year before that was Kansas City again. So, good offenses also win championships.
Defense used to win ball games.
They still do. They still do. But and their offense
back in the day, the Ravens won a Super Bowl with all defense. They didn't even have an offense.
Yeah,
they were terrible.
If you like to bet on the Buffalo Bills to win the Super Bowl, Big Web,
Yep.
plus 950. Plus
Wow.
950. My Detroit Lions, I could have just waited until the end of the season to bet them to win the Super Bowl. I have the same odds I had day one of the season, plus 2,200. I got $50 to win 1,000, I believe, on
Look
that.
at your
so.
Houston Texans. You ought to jump on them,
That's
man.
not a bad play. I'll be honest. That's not bad. What about what's a good dark horse team? I think Houston's a good one.
Dallas is plus 850.
Dallas ain't shit. How about the Eagles plus 1,200? I know they've been bad. How about Cleveland plus 3,500?
Yeah.
Hoo. That could be a fun one. I mean, you put a nice 50 spot on them, Big Web. I mean, I'm telling you right now, you pay $1,700.
Joe Flacco, you'd be Joe Flacco's hero. He'd be your hero.
The
You
way
put
they're
a poster
playing.
up in your room.
That's where defense wins championships, is that team. Miami plus 1,400 is also not a bad play. Their defense
Are they
isn't
getting
great. but
healthy?
they-
Is their line going to be all right?
That's the question. Their defense has been banged up. They lost a couple linebackers this year, but their offense is so explosive. They can beat anybody. So, yeah.
Look at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Of course, they haven't played football for 5 weeks. So, to me, and Jacksonville and Philly are about the same freaking bullshit. They were so strong. If you asked me this question in week 8, I'd go Philly, Jacksonville.
Right, yeah. Yeah, they were there. They were red hot.
Look at Minnesota. How many zeros is behind that?
That's 100,000 plus 100,000.
Jesus Christ!
yeah.
What if you put $1 on it?
A dollar pays $1,000.
Wow, 1,000 to 1.
So I looked up their the ways to make the playoffs today. It's like they got to win, and the Packers got to lose, and they got to lose, and this person got to lose, and so it's like 4 or 5 things.
yeah,
But
before to even get there.
100,000. I mean, hey, why not us, right?
One. Oh, Seattle still got a chance.
Seattle's got a chance. They're in the wild card hunt. Yes, plus 20,000.
The Lambs are plus 5,000.
Did the Rams lose last week? They're pretty much in, right?
No, they won.
They are.
They
in.
won,
They are
and they
in.
covered the over on that.
That's
other
right.
one.
They did. You're right. They are dangerous. They are, I believe, already locked into the 6th seed. So the Lions are playing them. That sucks. I'd rather play them than play Dallas or Philly, but it's gonna be a tough one. That's a red hot team right now.
I don't want to play Philly, and I don't want to play Buffalo right now.
You don't want to play Philly.
in early.
So you think Philly is dangerous? I mean, they've been shit.
Yeah,
but
they've taken a 5-week fucking vacation.
Tell me about it.
On a division. Now they got to travel all over the place. I think they're going to get pissed, and I think they're going to do okay in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But oh god, they're just killing me on this divisional shit.
It's brutal. It's brutal.
Yeah.
Let's see. I want to make sure. I think they did get a playoff spot. The Rammies did. Yeah, they did.
We got to check their health and see what's going on there, but I think they're going to be okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a fun game. Matthew Stafford returns home to Detroit to take on his former team.
Wow.
I don't know if it's home, but the Lions are home to take on the Detroit Lions in the wild card round of the playoffs. Sorry, Matty, we're sending you home, but it's gonna be a hell of a game. Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm pumped to see the Lions have a shot. Can you imagine going to the divisional round with a chance to go to the NFC Championship? The Detroit Lions. I mean, they could beat anybody if they play up to their standards.
Sure
they
they
can.
could. Sure they could. Do they have a reason to win this week?
Not really. I think they're locked into 3. So they can't. Obviously, Niners already got number 1. Dallas beating Philly locked that in. And then between Dallas and Philly, they're fighting for the number 2 spot. So the Lions are done. Lions are 3, which is good. They get a home wild card round playoff game. And then after that, they don't get any home field advantage. Could have had a shot if Brad Allen could see. But, Dallas and Philly has a shot at number 2. That's pretty much where we're at for the top 3. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Should be fun, though. Should be fun.
Okay.
All right. We're going to wrap this one up. Big Web gave his best bet of the week. Thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry TikTok hates us for not only giving us 7 viewers. We got 24,000 followers and 7 people are watching us. I'm not sure how that works, but hey, It is a Wednesday night.
It's a busy Wednesday.
It's a busy Wednesday. New Year, everybody's getting back in the swing of things. It's all good. But we're hopefully going to do Weber Wednesdays for the remainder of the season through Super Bowl. I don't know. It kind of changes, but we like to talk bets. So during playoffs, we get kind of more into the betting stuff and hopefully answering more questions. So
absolutely. We might dip into a Thursday if that feels better, a little closer to the weekend maybe. We'll have to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. All right, guys, that'll do it. Make sure you follow From the 50. All of our links are online at fromthe50.com. You can check it out and make sure you follow along. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and also on Twitch. We're live every Sunday from 10:30 a.m. CT all the way until kickoff. We'll be on once again this week for Week 18. That'll do it. For Big Web, I'm TJ saying so long. We'll see you guys on Sunday. Peace.